Justin, wake up.
Skins, I done told you to keep quiet or I'll whoop you.
Justin, it's time to start promoting the 5th annual live stream for The Cure.
I can't believe it's been a year already.
We've raised over $30,000 for cancer research over the past 4 years. You know what that means.
We have to make this year our biggest year yet.
This year, we're looking to add $15,000 to that total.
And beyond.
Join us May 19th through the 23rd for over 50 hours of live entertainment from podcast partners and content creators from around the world.
With your help, we can continue to fight for a future immune to cancer.
Learn more about this year's event at livestreamforthecure.com.
Together, we can make a difference.
Hi there, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm John, and we're from Pina Comics. As we dive into your favorite pop culture topics, we may just
Occasionally,
use language that could be considered...
globaloney?
What? No, I mean...
Oh, foul?
Exactly. Offensive?
No doubt. Crass?
You bet your ass!
Sophisticated?
What? No. Anyways, you get it by now. It's mostly just...
gutter talk!
And one more thing. Watch out for spoilers. Sometimes we drop them like trousers. You've been warned.
Listen in. Welcome to Pina Comics, your go-to place for the impromptu game episode of this great this great podcast. Sitting across from me is the most handsome man I know, John Amenta, and another handsome guy right down there, Sean McLaughlin. How you doing, Sean?
Good. How you doing, Lloyd?
We're doing great.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
Checks
Yeah.
out.
Man.
Yeah, no, as you might have figured out, Lloyd only knows 2 people. If somehow I trump Sean, which I certainly don't, then or either that or Lloyd has suddenly gone blind.
We're
No,
continually neck and neck here.
Yes.
In Lloyd's world.
you're my 2-man crushes, you know.
All right.
I'm allowed 2. That's it.
They would call you at this point a chubby chaser. But
Yes.
hey, it's good. I don't know if Sean feels the same way. At my age, I'll take any option I have.
Yes. I'm right there with you.
I hear that.
All right. So tonight on Pina Comics, as Lloyd said, very impromptu. We just finished recording an episode of our brand new podcast that you're going to be able to find this summer on the Forgotten Entertainment .com network. You're going to be able to find On the QT, where we talk about Quentin Tarantino films. We have Shawnee Mack. Shawnee Mack's been on Pina Comics several times. You know him from HorrorNewsNetwork.net, and he was with us to talk about Kill Bill Volume 1. So please make sure to check that out. That should be out, I think, in June. But we said, hey, you know what? We got some time. Let's do a fun little quick episode of Pina Comics. Let's play a game. Now, you know we like to play games. We've played, what's that game we played several times? Pick Your Poison. Before that, we played at one point a game called Swearmints. I don't know if you remember that episode, but it was fun. Here's the idea of Swearmints for you folks out there. You basically have a bunch of cards that are 2-sided and have a total of, each card has a total of 8 words on each side. Now, because we're playing remotely and I have the game here, what I did was I randomly picked 2 cards, took a picture, sent it to the guys, 2 cards, took a picture. We're going to play 4 rounds. And generally, I would be the judge and not play, but because there's 3 of us, I'm going to play as well. Now, what you do with Swearmints is on each card, there are, like I said, 4 words on each side. You are going to take 2 of the words, 1 from each card, put them together, and come up with a brand new, almost Urban Dictionary-esque definition or meaning for your 2 words. So we played this a long time ago. We had a lot of laughs. Lloyd suggested we bust it out again, and I think it's a good idea we bust it out again. I do want to give credit where credit's due. If you go to cheerupgames.com, we've also played Cheer Up. These are some great folks who we knew in another life, it seems like, when we used to go to cons all the time. You can check this out and pick this up. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, from hearing our last episode, which was a long time ago, Shawnee Mac, you bought this game for your wife, right?
I did. Yeah, and we've enjoyed it a few times.
See,
All right.
so it works. It works, man. Piney
Yeah.
Comics works out, helps you out, gets your game out there.
Gets you educated.
Edumacated. All right, so now we know the rules. I sent out all the different cards. We have our words, and we're gonna put them together and give our definitions. So let's start with our guest, Mr. Shawnee Mac. Sean, from your first two cards, what is your first swearment? What do you have for us?
So I don't have to show you my cards. You know them, right?
No, we know them. Yeah.
Okay. So the word I'm putting together is Wonder Glob.
Wonder Glob. All right, I like this already.
The Wonder Glob. Yeah, so the Wonder Glob is what you leave when you're
No, let me just remind our listeners that this might be an R-rated show.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
even like NC-17.
Piney Comics is an R-rated show. We tell you that right at the beginning. This one might get downright offensive. So
Yeah, I'm
continue to
trying
listen.
to see, how far I can take this, but I'll try to tame it up a little bit. So the Wonder Glob is what you leave in your underwear when you're a prepubescent boy. Let's see, something that gets you a little too excited for the first time.
Oh boy.
Not that I would. No, I'm just, just throwing it out there.
Been there,
I'm not
Um,
quite sure what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
been
Wow.
there, done that.
the Wonder Glob.
The Wonder Glob.
Wonder Glob.
The Wonder Glob. All right. All right.
Those
That's when
underwear
your
out.
mom's doing your laundry and says, "Hey, Sean, there is a Wonder Glob in your underwear this week. What's going on? You okay?"
And I'm like, Ma, I just invented that word. There's no way you would know it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, this was back in the day before we discovered about crunchy socks and adding any of our needed proteins to your socks and throwing them in the corner of the room. We know about all of that. I will tell you this, in like 7th grade, like science class, when we were learning about sexuality, I remember we learned about wet dreams, and I lived in fear of having a wet dream because I remember thinking I just remember thinking when you had a wet dream, your whole bed was filled with cum.
Yeah.
Like there was just your whole, I remember from the way they said it, like, no, I never, no, all in on this. I never had a wet dream, but I assume a wet
Wait a
dream.
minute. You've never ever had a wet dream,
Never had a wet dream. No.
Sean?
I don't think I have either, but there are kids who were very proud of having them and would tell everybody at school. so-
Yeah.
Well, I've
I-
never told anybody, but I mean, I've had them.
I've never had a
Yeah.
wet dream.
Probably not in 40 years, but all right.
No,
Maybe
I-
probably not in 20 years, but
I lived in fear. I lived in fear of them because now, as an adult, I look back and I figure a wet dream would just mean you wake up and you got a Wonder Glob in your, shorts. I get that. But like back then I was literally like, oh my God, I'm going to wake up and my whole bed is going to be made of cum. It's going to look like a fucking porno down there.
well, did
Your
you
mom's
ever
gonna open the
wake up?
door and it's just gonna cover.
Yeah. It's going to look like it's going to be like the elevator scene of The Shining, except it's going to be all my jism just rocking out of it.
Did you ever wake up? Like, do you ever have that dream and there's just this beautiful redheaded girl, right? And you, you're married, but for some reason it makes sense, right? And
There
you
ain't-
wake up and you're just like face deep in that, and then
Yeah. There's no
up.
cheating in dreams, Lloyd. There's no cheating.
and you
in
wake
dreams.
up and you're like,
Yeah,
damn, where'd that go?
Yeah. That's why they're called dreams.
yeah.
know?
I'm familiar with these
Yeah.
dreams that you speak of.
I kind of try, I wish for those every night.
What I get is the, like, I'm naked in high school again. I get that
Oh
more
God,
often.
those are the worst.
Yeah.
Or the test, like, oh shit, I got a hard test and I didn't even study for it.
I don't
Good.
I don't
And
get the
I
test
can't
ones.
even find my classroom.
Yeah, I don't get those. You know what I get? And I think I might have even mentioned this on the show before, and it definitely has something to do with my confidence abilities in my life, is I get the dream that I'm in a situation where, like, I'm in the NBA finals, yet I'm on the team, yet nobody notices I can't play basketball. Or I'm on stage with a band and we're about to go on and nobody knows I can't play guitar.
Right.
Right? I have those kind of dreams.
Yeah,
Fuck those
I can
dreams,
relate.
man. I hate them.
Yeah. Those are brutal. All right, so Wonder Glob for Sean. Manster, what do you have? What's your first your word pairing?
All right. Well, my first one is titty truffles.
Ooh, I like this already.
Yeah. So titty truffles are, when you and your girlfriend, you're working out at the gym, she's getting really, really sweaty. And then you leave and you go to like Cumberland Farms and she gets some kind of candy bar, right? And the little crumbs fall down into her cleavage. And then when you get back home, you just start going at it because you can't wait. You know, when you're 20, 25 years old, you just can't wait to fuck again. And you just get home and you rip her clothes off and she's all sweaty and you get down there right inside there and you get little pieces of like Snickers.
It's like a bonus. It's like
It's
you're
a
about to
bonus.
get laid.
Those are
Absolutely.
titty truffles.
You're right. You're right in the middle of having like great sex, and then you go to make a lick maneuver, and you
Yep.
get like Snickers on your tongue. So
And
now it's like
awesome.
now it's just gone from wow, I'm getting laid to I'm having candy at the same time.
Exactly.
It's the ultimate
right.
win-win.
Well, yeah, it's a total
Titty
win-win.
truffles.
Titty truffles. I like titty truffles already. All right, titty truffles. I will go. My first one is going to be crack diddles. Crack diddles is what really, I guess you want to say, entrepreneurial and smart drug dealers in in certain environments. They sell crack, but they put it like in like really shiny packages, and like they add like say like a Pokemon to it or something, so that they can sell it to little kids. Like they can get kids addicted to crack. So instead of like selling like like a vial of crack to an adult, they call it crack diddles, and you get like a bubble gum with it or something. And who doesn't want that? So you now have a whole, because the problem with crack is essentially
You
the
got to
market.
get the children involved.
The problem is the market is so narrow. It's adults only. You want more money? You start having these kids robbing their parents, stealing money out of their purse because they got to get crack diddles. And even in the end, if they don't smoke the crack, they might come back just because of the cool shit you put with it. You're selling extra crack. You're getting rid of more rock. Crack diddles is essentially prepackaged crack with cute items for kids. Sean, what's your
Wow.
next? What's your next one?
Oh, I haven't even looked at another one yet.
I haven't looked at another one
Do
either.
we? Are we voting or are we just going?
We're just going. We're
Oh,
just going.
All
We're
right.
just going.
I gotta start looking at my other one.
All right, Shawnee Mac, what's your next swear mint?
Okay, so my next one is taint butter,
Ooh.
which I feel is cheating because I feel like that's already a thing, but maybe it has many different definitions. I don't know. So
It does.
It-
It absolutely
the
does.
taint butter, what it is when you're working out, but you're wearing like tighty whities, and let's say you're not the thinnest person, okay?
Okay.
So then you're going to take a shower and you're taking your clothes off, take your tighty whities off, and there's just sweat balls, little sweat kind of crap. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's sludge that's in there. Your sweat has solidified in certain
yeah.
areas, and it's now in your underwear and in that area there, and that's the taint butter. So you
All
know
right.
what? Don't get mad at it. It's a good thing. It's you know.
Don't get mad.
So, can that be taint? Can that be like if taint butter was a candy bar? I love the idea of it like taint butter, and then at the bottom, don't be mad at it. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's how you got to market it.
Yeah.
Some people are like, hey, I don't like butter for my taint, but it's it's good for you. Okay, I'm sold.
As it is, as a big guy, you got to come to the conclusion that tidy whities just ain't your thing anymore. I don't know about you,
Yeah.
Sean, but I went to boxers very early.
Oh, I did too.
Tidy whities just for big guys, it just doesn't always work out. And there's only so many times you can give your mom underwear with racetracks in it that you start to feel bad after a while, and taint butter, racetracks, Wonder Glob. It's just it just becomes a little bit too much. You can breathe a little bit more. in
Yeah, I'm
boxers.
really horrifying my mother here apparently with my underwear.
Oh yeah.
All right, Manster.
Okay, so my next one is very much in the same vein as that. It is not taint butter, but it is butt boogly.
Oh, Bub Boogly. Okay.
So butt boogly is sometimes you just got to stick a napkin in the crack of your ass, right? You just got to do it, and then later you take it out. But then when you go to shower or whatever, you all of a sudden you're cleaning out stuff and just like little paper remnants and stuff.
Oh,
That's the butt boogly right there.
Bub Boogly is like the TP that sticks to your ass.
That's right. Don't hate it.
Yeah.
Same thing as a taint butter. Hey, it's a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. We might be
It's just
obsessed.
something you got to deal with.
We might be obsessed with asses and underwear.
Yeah,
I'm noticing.
I'm getting
Well,
that vibe too.
Yeah.
The cards pretty much dictate it. So
Yeah, definitely for sure. Well, I'm not going to make anything better because my next one is muffin fungus, and I'm going to be straightforward. It's nothing new. The term jock itch just isn't funny anymore, right? I think if you were to change it to muffin fungus and just encapsulate any type of private area itching syndrome, right? Can you imagine if you saw like you went to like the say you wake up one morning and you got a little bit of an itch down there and it ain't going away. Maybe there's a little bit of a smell coming out down there. You go to the pharmacy, and wouldn't you feel better if instead of like using like really technical, Cures jock itch and whatever they call it tonight or I can't remember
Connecting.
Yeah, well, there's a technical word for all that stuff. I can't remember what it is, but wouldn't you feel better if it said will eliminate muffin fungus on first spray? I would go if that brand is telling me that it's strong enough to fucking decimate muffin fungus, I'm fucking buying that brand. Right? My swear mint is muffin fungus.
Oh, nice.
All right, Sean, what do you have for your third round? Going to 4 rounds, so this is gonna be a short episode, but it's been fun. What do you got for your third round?
Party chub.
Party chub.
Yeah, and so what party chub is? You go to a party, things are slow at first. Music stinks, and no one's really getting into it. But the more you drink, and the more people start loosening up, and the more fun everything becomes. Then it becomes a little too fun when the party chub comes out.
Uh-oh.
And everybody can see the party chub in the front of the pants, and hey, that's when the real party begins, right?
Oh,
That's
okay. All right. So
You
this is
don't
a party
always have
chub.
to hide the party chub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say don't hide embrace the party chub, because then you're going to weed out who's really down to party and who
Right.
was just posing the whole time.
That makes sense. Now, on another level, and we were talking about school and nightmares before, but have either of you guys ever had to walk to your next class with a book bag in front of your pants because you had a party chub as the bell rang? That has happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Sean, you ever have the party
Yes.
chub at the end of like your civics class?
I have, and I've learned to tuck it in my waistband. Actually, that was a
There you
good
go.
method. Yeah, that helped a lot.
All right.
Helped a
All
lot
right.
through some tough times. I'll tell you
Look at that. I hope anybody listening out there that has kids and wants to talk to their kids about how to get through life can
Yeah.
take Sean's advice and
This is important because it will happen.
yeah, tuck your
It's
dick.
tough when you're a kid and you get the party chub in like the showers, though.
Yeah. There's no one
Oh,
around to party
After
with.
gym class.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if I ever happened to me, but I probably, that whole idea, that whole communal showering, what a
Yeah,
nightmare.
you get the one tower with like the 6 like shower heads coming.
Yeah.
out. Oh,
What a nightmare too for like, especially no matter how comfortable you are with your own body, when you have like those kids in your class that had those giant dicks,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh man.
especially when he's the shortest guy in your school.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like 5'2",
Son of a bitch.
You short, big dick son of a bitch.
short, big dick fucker. Man,
Full head of hair at 50 years old. God damn you.
You and your full head of hair, your giant dick. I hate your ass. All right, Minster, what is your next swear mint? What do you got?
well, my next one here is beef banger.
Oh, I like
Ooh,
this.
Right, beef banger. It could go in so many directions, but basically, it's Rocky going bad. So you know how Rocky likes to train with the side of beef in there. Well, this guy, he just wants to bang that side of beef. He might punch it up a little to soften it up, throw some salt on there, get a tenderizer, but then he's definitely sticking his dick in there and he's banging it.
So it's almost as if Rocky went one level further
Yeah.
and from just beating the side of beef
Yeah.
to like slowly like developing an
Yeah,
attraction
he's
to
making
it.
sure he's looking around, making
Yeah.
sure no one's there.
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah,
worried
everyone-
Paulie's gonna walk in.
Right. Everyone's gone home.
Like, Rock, what are you doing? You with my sister? He's like,
And-
hey, Paulie, I can't resist.
And it's not like he can just whip it out. He's got to take everything. He's got to get completely buck naked, kind of like George, in the bathroom.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
just got to take it all off because that's the only way he can do it.
What are you doing, Rock? You gotta. It feels good, Mickey. I don't know what
Hey,
to do.
Mick, I gotta be honest, Mick. Feels good. You should invest in condominiums,
You
Rock.
gotta,
I-
feel
I-
that beef on you.
I never use them. All right, beef banger. All right, I think it's my turn next. Yeah, my turn. All right, I'm gonna go with twerk barf. Twerk barf. Twerk barf is very simple. Twerking is a thing that has just become a huge, I guess, I don't know, something people do in the last couple of years, particularly girls. If you ever go on to Instagram or any of those, girls are twerking all the time. Music videos, girls are twerking all the time. Twerk barf is when a girl, no matter how sexy she is in the act of twerking and shits her pants. Okay. So it's going to happen. It's got to, like, you can't tell me
It's got to happen. Yeah.
There's never been some girl at a bar at a club on a Saturday night. Even
she had some bad shrimp.
Right. Had some bad shrimp, had a couple too many oysters. She had a couple of fucking drinks. She's up on the bar. She's trying to like get sexy with some dude. She's fucking twerking. And then she accidentally throws up in her fucking thong a little bit. That's a twerk barf. That's when you're twerking and all of a sudden you let go of your bowels just a tiny bit. It could take the sexiest situation and turn it into like the worst situation in like 0.1 seconds.
I'm actually shocked I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
On like Facebook or World Star Hip Hop.
I guarantee, go to World Star Hip Hop. There's got to be a twerk bar video. They probably just call it something different.
Yeah. Twerk.
All right, let's go into the last round. Thank you for listening, by the way, everybody. It's a short episode this week of Pine and Comics, but we're having some fun. We like to do these impromptus every once in a while. And let's end it off with Shawnee Mac. What do you have for your very last swearment for this week?
All righty, for my final act, I am going with Fever Fucker.
Ooh.
Yeah. No one likes to be sick. I mean, let's face it. You know, you sweaty palms and runny nose and a headache, and maybe you're running a fever. There's a new medicine out there that will fuck the shit out of that fever. And you're miraculously better. Rumor has it might be a byproduct of all this COVID stuff, and searching for the vaccine, they came upon the Fever Fucker, but it fucks that fever.
Do you need to set an appointment to get this Fever Fucker? Can you just buy it?
Yeah, no, presently it's a 3-month wait.
Oh, yeah. All right.
At which time your fever may or may not be over. Who knows?
Well, again, honestly, think about it in like real life terms. If a spray said it would kill muffin fungus, you'd buy it. If you went to the pharmacy and something was called Fever Fucker, I would buy it on the name alone.
Hell yeah.
Because I would feel like it's not trying to be a pussy ass medicine, right? It's not trying to say I'm acetaminophen or I'm ibuprofen. It's like I am the Fever Fucker. I will take your fever, I will put it on its fucking knees, and I will fuck it till it's gone.
Fever Fucker. Fuck that fever.
Yeah,
it's just straight, directly to the point.
Right to the point. Matter of fact, the bottle could have nothing on it. It could be a plain white bottle with a label that just says Fever Fucker, and then nothing else on it. I'd buy it. I'd take the pills. I trust it because you're telling me it's no frills, and you're telling me what you are.
No frills.
Yeah.
No frills.
These guys shoot from the hip.
That's right.
Put your trust in them.
Put your trust in us. We're Fever Fucker.
Well, actually, funny story. One of the side effects of Fever Fucker is pecker drool.
Oh.
And that's what I got. I've got pecker drool because I took some Fever Fucker and nothing but pecker drool all day long. So, I have to throw some napkins in there. And
you got a lot of napkins going on.
I got fucking butt boogly and pecker drool.
Your whole like pelvic area is just like it's like a turkey stuffed with fucking napkins.
Yeah. Taint butter too. I mean, come on.
Well, again, and does pecker drool equate to a load of Wonder Glob? Is what it makes me wonder.
Well, it could be. It could be like throughout the day, it just gives you a Wonder Glob.
Can you imagine if a real side effect of anything was that your dick just dripped? Well, I guess it is a side effect of some things, like venereal diseases. But imagine if it was like something even less, like what if like one of the side effects of COVID or even a common cold was that yes, you have runny nose, fever, headache, nausea, and your dick drooled all week long. Like, well, how many? Like, I guess we'd be more accepting of wet spots on pants. Like, if that was a
black
thing, like
pee stains. That's one thing, but pecker drool.
Yeah, because you would literally be like, "Oh man, you are you sick, Sean?" It's like, "Yeah, man, I fucking woke up. I'm all stuffy. I my head's killing me, and my fucking dick's been drooling since last night."
You got to invent pads for it.
Yeah,
there's a whole other industry.
Yeah, you know what, you got to go down to the pharmacy and pick up a box of green incorporated pads. You could jam them in your ass. You could put them in the front. They're napkins for your cock and balls is their slogan. Green sanitation wipes, napkins for your taint, balls, ass, and anything in your pants.
I love these slogans.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah, I think-
trademark 'em now.
we need to make this product.
I think we do. I think we have a good one. All right, I'll end it up. And this is kind of simple, but I just like this. So you go down, you're in Florida, as you are when you're in Florida, and you go under a bridge and you've got like an extra $20 and you're looking for maybe a little bit of fun, right? And the Florida hookers, right? The women out there wearing Bart Simpson t-shirts and like cut off jean shorts. They're not even trying,
Right, not
like
even
a-
trying.
Like a Florida hooker doesn't even try, but you're still going to give her $20 to do whatever you're going to do to her. Like maybe like these Florida hookers under this bridge charge $30, but if you go to a whistle foof, you can get away with a 20 bill because a whistle foof is a Florida hooker with no teeth whatsoever, right? So when she does talk, a lot of that whistling
A
noise,
lot of whistling sounds.
but the good news about a whistle foof is that she's at least $10 cheaper than your typical, under the bridge Florida hooker. That's all. Whistle foof is just a toothless Florida hooker. It could be, as well New Mexico. They can be in other states, but it's essentially again
Wherever
like
meth is prevalent,
wherever.
you can find the whistle foof.
Exactly. If you know where to find the meth, you know where a bridge is. You are going to find a whistle foof, and if you have a fucking Andrew Jackson in your pocket, you're probably going to get
You're
a
getting
fucking.
it, yeah.
You're going to get some. All right. And after you're done, I almost guarantee you, if you don't wear a rubber, you're going to have a little fucking dick drool, penis drool,
Pecker drool.
pecker drool, and you might need to go get some fever fucker because it's not going to be good for you.
I gotta say, I think the whistle foof should actually be more expensive than your run of the mill under the bridge Florida hooker. No teeth is a huge
teeth.
bonus.
So it's a huge bonus. Okay, I get where you're going with that. I get with the whole idea of what the gums can do
But
for you.
all she cares about is getting $20.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
There'll be a market correction at some point.
At some point, the whistle foof. Well, because eventually the regular Florida hookers will go to 40, so the whistle foof will get up to 30. As her superiors raise up, the gap can't remain that far. We can't price her out of hookerdom. Okay, that's not fair.
You're gonna make a living.
You've got to mind the gap.
Mind the gap, absolutely. When you're talking hooker prices. All right, well that was a fun episode. I think we learned some things. I think we learned some stuff.
You got your money's worth.
You got your money's worth for this week. We'll be back next week talking about like whatever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie or what I had to bring that up.
Some kind of Mortal Kombat or something.
Some kind of Mortal Kombat. We are going to we'll schedule it with him this week because I've been meaning to do it. Sean is coming back. If you remember, he brought Gleam in the Cube for his last
Gleam in the Cube
for his last Pipe Movie Invitational. He has picked his next one. It is going to be the Alfred Hitchcock movie Rope, and I'm very excited because, as I've mentioned before, I've only seen Psycho. I've only seen one Hitchcock movie. Sean's a big fan. I know Lloyd's a fan, so we're going to do that soon and get that episode out to you. Sean, thanks for sticking around and having a little bit extra fun with us tonight.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks,
Lots of
guys.
fun,
Thanks for having
Sean.
me. Lots of fun going on.
All right. And once again, always great having you on. Once again, if you guys are interested in having a little bit of fun with the old swear mints, it's a great game. Cheerupgames.com. And I also highly recommend, if you like these kind of, what can be filthy adult party games, check out their other game, Cheer Up, the main game, the first game they came out with, because that is a super fucking fun game. A ton of fun. Manster, do you want to tell everybody where they can find the Pint of Comics, or you want to just get out of here tonight?
Well, you can find us on www.pintofcomics.com and at Pint O Comics on Facebook and Twitter. It's at Pint_O_comics on Instagram. And see ya.
It's over, Johnny. It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!